Hey guys, what's up? Steve-O in the shop. Miss Daisy took off with her girlfriends and they went to a craft show. And so on that, they won't be back for a good while. And she gave me a little laundry list of things that need to be done around base camp, you know. Paint the railing out front on the front porch. Clip those dead branches along the driveway. Yeah, a bunch of little things, you know. But I'm playing hooky. I'm in the shop right now, and I've got some 2x4s. These puppies are already pre-cut here to 10 inches. Well, this one's not quite very accurate here. That's a smidge over. Let's see what this one is. Ooh, that one is too. That's almost 10 1/8. What the heck am I doing here? It don't really matter, guys, on this deal. But I'm just kind of curious here. Well, look at that one. Dead on. Oh, well. Here's what I'm doing. I've got my little Japanese swippy saw here, and I'm scoring this really good. I've already done one here, you see. I've already done one here. And I'm already screwing up because I did it on the wrong side. These I'm going to glue together. So now I get to redo this stupidly and scar this side, because these are already dadoed for frame rest. See, already got, and this is going to end up 7 inches. And I'm thinking, what have I got? Yeah, it's 7 inches. So this 2x4 standard stud is 3.5. I might get 5 frames in here. Might only, if it's too tight, that's so fine. I'm gonna get, because I've been buying, I was buying lumber. I think 2x8s. Which comes to 7 something, but I'm not doing that. I'm going to be utilizing these. I've got more down here. These were actually done for 2-frame nooks, is what they were designed for doing 2-frame nooks. I always start at the top and go down, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to make some swarm traps. So a frame will come into about here, the bottom of it, but we're going to extend it to 7 inches, so we've got room underneath. I haven't done a lot of trapping, swarm trapping, and I've had them just move into old boxes I've had out in the back here. But if you get a little lazy in the spring and not doing your splits like you should be doing to make more bees, I've got enough bees out back, I don't need any more. I'll just let these, do their thing, right? But that ain't happening with me. We're constantly making more bees to either sell or set up to make honey. So anyway, I'm going to utilize these. I'm not making any more 2-framers, is where I'm going with all this. I've had these pre-cut here. They've been here for 6 months laying on the bench. And I may take the 2-framers I got and modify them into 5s. Or if they're too tight for 5 frames in here, in this distance, I'll make 4-framers out of them. No big deal. No big deal. Having a little coffee this morning. Decaf. Dunkin' Donut coffee, by the way. And it's got cream in it, and it's got half and half in it. I like heavy whipping cream also in the coffee. That's excellent. But normally I just drink it black. No sugar, of course. Not even honey. I don't even need honey that much. If I start feeling a cold coming on, guys, I utilize honey. I use it as medicine. I don't slather that stuff on biscuits, for the simple fact I don't even eat biscuits or pancakes or oatmeal or none of that garbage. Carnivores don't touch it. I suggest you don't touch it. Don't we have a screwed up medical system right now, guys? Just totally screwed up. And the reason I say that is none of these people were trained in nutrition. None of these people. It's a flippin' joke. It's a joke what we got going on. It's incredible. I think this year is going to be, the 25 is going to be a changer, game changer. And if you'll go down the same path that Steve-O's on, you're going to have a game changer yourself in your life. I'm telling you right now. You may think, oh, Steve-O, you're getting so crazy. You're an old man. You're getting so full of shiz that your eyes are brown. No, they're still hazel. They're still hazel. Oh, look at my new goggles, guys. I got my new goggles here. I was out here last night shooting my longbow, guys. Hey, didn't take long. Zip right there. 3 arrows at a time. Yeah, freaking great. I'm telling you. Anyway, I got the new glasses going on, and pricey. Oh my God, are they pricey? Anyway, yeah, I'm doing that, and I'm just what I've got. I got quite a bit of this extra. We got a little overkill on this paneling here, right here. That's gonna be, I've got it out in the shed. I was gonna put it under here, and Miss Daisy said, no, you're not. I'm not running over that stuff in my truck every day when I come in this place. So she made me put it out in the shed. But anyway, I have it out in the shed. I'm gonna butcher it into making the sidewalls for these nooks. And actually, I'm going to burn out about 4 of these for our swarm traps. So you'll have 5. I'm going to try to go with 5 frames in here. I'm going to try to go with 5 frames, but if I can't, we'll put 4 in here. But these swarm traps, this is the height of my normal hive. Is 10 inches. So, and my sides are 21 5/16 long. So when I bring it right to the edge here, right? And I don't glue them anymore, but in this case here, obviously we have to glue this joint here. And I just use 1 clamp, and I get these Harbor Freight clamps. These have been around forever. I got a pile of them things. They're cheap too. And they work great. And you just put 1 clamp here to glue this up. Come back 24, and we can assemble this thing. I'm going to pre-cut all the side wood today. But for these swarm traps, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to make these 17 inches. So we'll have 7 inches below. And then it'd be 21 5/16 by 17 inches in height. Because I'm hearing now, I don't know if this is true, I'm hearing you want daylight under those. A good bit of daylight underneath these frames. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. Like I said, this is a new experience for Steve-O. I just make nukes, but I thought we'd play with trapping this summer, spring. 15th, I mean the end of February is when these beasts crank up here in Florida. I know you guys are frozen in Canada and Michigan and all, but hey, in Florida here, it cranks in end of February. And these girls are making peanuts, and it's fixing to happen, baby, with the swarming action. And I want to capitalize on that because I'm down there in the waterfront right now, guys. I got a pet 5-gallon feeder down there. They are hammering it. And my other 2 locations down there, I got 4, but I got nothing on the 4th spot. My other 2 spots have got quart jars. They're sucking those in one day gone. But the 1 spot it's got a 5-gallon feeder on it, and they are just piled on. They are hammering. So I don't think there could be other beekeepers in the area, a little hobby action, who knows? But I don't think so. I think it's all wild bees down there. Because I found them down there. Matter of fact, I cut out a cabbage palm log about 2 years ago, and it had a swarm in there. And I reestablished them into a hive. And Son of a gun. They were doing fine. All of a sudden, son of a gun, she decided to leave. She hauled ass. But, so they are down there. A lot of wild swarms down there. And I've seen them in trees down there. There was one in a big oak down there. There was a lot of bees flying in and out of that. So I'm going to we'll try to trick them here. And what I'm going to do, I don't have any slum gum. That slum gum is when you process wax, it gets on the bottom, it floats up and sticks to the bottom of your wax cake. And that's the stuff you want in these swarm traps. You scrape that stuff off and put it in. I've got some old frames. I don't have any slum gum. And I called the commercial guy, and he farms his processing out. And I asked him about slum gum. He said he don't have access to it. That's fine. What I've got is some old comb out here, and I've got a crock pot full of beeswax. I'll fire that thing up, and I'll take some of that old wax and throw into that crock pot and stir it up, melt it. I'm going to paint the inside of these swarm traps and the bottom portion with a paintbrush. And I'm going to put the hole, say this is one end, and the other end will be over here, 21 5/16 away. And I'm going to drill a hole down here at the bottom where this extends 7 inches further. I'll drill a hole down here in the center for the bees to come in. And I'm going to take a rope and I think a 1/4 inch rope, and go around a tree on where I'm not going to pound no nails into a tree. I've got some number 9 wire. This really stout stuff. I'll make a hook on the side of this box and come around and attach the hook to the box with an eyelet. I'm not sure how I'm going to attach it just yet. I may run a 2-inch piece of wood up with a hole in it where I can make a drill through and put the hook through that. So that'll work out good. It'll be quick, easy. We'll just make a double line overhand knot, plenty big to go around the tree, right, and then come back through and have your hook here on a slide. It'll just hook into the side of this box. We'll just hang it off a tree really quick. Matter of fact, we're going to put one on this big pine out back here. So let me get into this, and I'll show you what I got going on. Yeah, I just got one glued up here. Pretty easy. Easy peasy. Keep a wet rag so you can wipe off the X, squeeze out glue. So this one's one and done. It's nice to have a vise here. You can clamp it while you're scraping them, and then glue them up here. And then when you're done, you just grab the top and pull it out like so, and you set it aside. See, I've already got the dado in there, frame rest rather. Kind of clean this extra glue out. See, it lines up really nice. We'll let this set up, and tomorrow we will, I just usually throw them off the side here, set them like that and let them dry. So I'll glue up all these. I got plenty of clamps. I'll glue up all these babies, and I'm thinking about building 4 swarm traps like this. I got plenty of lumber, and it'll be quick. I'll bang them out. I got my crown staples here, 1 1/4 inch. That'll be plenty. With my Harbor Freight gun there, that thing will work great. And we'll assemble them with that, and should make short work of this deal. Okay, guys, I got them glued up. Got enough for 4 hives. Gonna take 2 ends per hive, so I got enough there for 4. So that'll be a good little project for today. Now I got to cut the side wood. I'll go out and get that and set up out here in the sunlight. Nice day today. We started out at 60 degrees here in sunny Florida. All right, guys, we're going on day 3 on this 5-gallon feeder bucket I got here. The girls are working it pretty hard. They're also working this pollen sub pretty good too. This is Ultra Bee in this thing. They're working that pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna drill more holes in here. I melted, I don't know, when you saw me build this bucket, I melted holes in with them. But I'm gonna go in and put a drill this way. And I'm also gonna drill these pockets too. This pocket got the handle here, but there's a pocket on this side I didn't drill or melt the hole, or this one. So I'm gonna put an additional hole. I'm gonna put 2 holes in each one of those pockets, because they're fighting pretty hard to get at this stuff here. Yeah. This isn't a bad way, guys, to store extra frames. They're used frames here. Yeah, this is not a bad way to go here. Let's measure here and see what we got here for 5 frames. I thought I had my tape on my hip, but I don't. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, these 4 traps I'm gonna do. See, 7-inch. I got 5 frames here, as you can see, and you're looking at about 7-inch tight. No, more than that. About 7. It's about 7 1/4. About 7 1/4. So with them 2 2x4s, I'm only gonna make those 4 traps with only 4 frames in there. Yeah. And like I say, we will paint the inside of these boxes with some slum gum. And I got quite a few frames here on all that hurricane die-out action. And so we'll be really utilizing, I got 2 racks of them here. So we'll be utilizing all this stuff. But I'll go through here and I'm gonna scrape some of this wax off and mix with my wax that's in there. Older wax and then I can paint the inside of these swarm traps. Yeah, these bees are super hungry. There's nothing hardly at all coming in this time of year. But this helps pump them up, put some more stores back in. This is only 5 or 6 to 1 syrup, by the way, in this bucket. And they're really fighting for it. Okay, guys, I'm out here in the shop doing a little assembly action here. And here's basically my rig. My existing tops, this one's got propolis and all kind of stuff on, old comb. That's kind of nice. We'll just put that to the inside like so. And these lids, these back-aboard lids will work for this swarm trap. What I did here was put the sides, this is that same wood that was on the front of my rebuild on my building here. I got quite a bit of it. I think we got a little carried away. I think I had 4 extra sheets. So I had the boys bust them in half so I could utilize them on beehives. So this will work out fine. And what I did is 17 inches. You can see I did my 2 2x4s. And 5 frames aren't going to work in here. You want about 7 1/2. So a 2x8 works good here, right? 2x8 works good here. And you could run it, if you had extra studs, you could just run the studs down. But what I'm going to do is utilize a 7-inch square piece. We'll go right in this opening here, and I'll make it flush. I'll make it flush with this 2x material here. And we're using 1 1/4 inch, same as I use for assembling all my bee equipment and my frames. I just buy one size. It's 1 1/4 inch crown staples here from Harbor Freight, 18 gauge. This is how I get them. So yeah, it's a really quick box. I mean, no time at all in it. And what I did too also, because I wasn't sure about the glue setting up good yet, and probably a good idea to do it anyway, I piloted in with a small bit just 2 screws. I pilot it in with this small bit. One here and one down there, to hold that together for emergency. It's 2-inch long deck screw in there, so that's never coming apart. Plus you got Bondtite 3 in there. Okay, and the 21 5/16 works out hunky-dory, as you can see here. Got plenty of room below. This is 17 inches, so you got all kind of room below. And then we'll put one hole here, about a 7/8 hole down here. All of this, we're gonna put some used comb in there too, see? Used comb in there, plus I've got a 4-inch roller, and I'll fire up the crock pot out there, and I'm gonna roll wax, beeswax on the entire inside of this box. So the ends here, what'll happen here, the 7x7 piece will come right in here like this. I'll put a clamp on this thing to hold it in place, but it's going to end up just like this. Okay? Be flush here. You'll be flush here on this. And that'll get zapped in with the crown staples. And then we're going to put 8 screen on the bottom. That'll finish the box. Very simple. The bees will be able to smell through that 1/8-inch screen, all this fresh wax in here, everything. I would say it'd be an ideal swarm trap. I'm reading up on the stuff, and the guys say you need spacing. Well, I'm giving you about 7 inches of spacing down here. So the bees should be loving it. It'd be just like a howl tree, basically. So it should work out great. If we catch some bees in it, I'll show you that movie. And very simple box. I mean, how simple is it? And the lid, I'm gonna leave it out. I'll just run a strap around or tie wire it. Like I said, way I'm gonna hang it from a tree is with 9-gauge wire. I got some 9-gauge wire. I will make a hook. Here we go. Here's some right here. It is heavy duty stuff. I use these for snaring support cables for snaring coyotes and stuff. Heavy duty wire. I'll create a hook. We will create a hook. I'm going to create a loop on this box. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have a loop out with this. I'll put it in a vise to where I can make a hook and take some rope, loop it, double loop it, put a knot in it, throw it around the tree, cinch it, and then I'll have a hook here created with 9-gauge. Then we will just hang it on the tree. That's all you'll need. Very simple. You're not damaging no trees. You're not pissing off landowners, pissing off the state of Florida, because I might be sneaking some of these in the no zone. I've been known to do that, go into the no zone. Yeah. So if I do get caught in the no zone, I can just blame it on my age, right? And get in front of the judge. I just say, listen, judge, I'm an old man. Can you give me a break? And he'll say, hell to the no, bro. You're going to jail. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'm going to quit playing with you. We're going to get these parts in. Like I said, I've got to put these in, the ends here. That'll go on each end. And it's going to be a good looking trap. I'm going to soak this whole thing in not Copper Tox, eco-friendly wood preservative. So we got some wood preservative. We're gonna paint wax on the inside. I'm gonna put a 7/8 hole here. We're gonna put a coat of paint on it. And I think I'll do something that's gonna blend in with the wilderness. Probably some stain. I've got some dark stain over there, mahogany stain. I can stain this thing. No one will see it. catch you on the next one, guys. Be happy, be strong. We're going to keep getting it on, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.